Hello guys and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'll be doing Cheshire Cat makeup and telling you all about what's been going on at school because I've had a few comments asking, Kitty, when are you going to make another school run? And I'm like, shit, I probably need to make another school run because I'm not going to lie, school's not been giving, sorry, my hair, amazing. Yeah, school's been pretty much that's up, I guess. That's up. Paintbrush. I need these. Wipe these on my school trousers because I'll just wear different ones tomorrow. Yeah, school sucked. So school was bad before, but I don't know what I've already come on here and said. Because that's a bit much. That's a bit much. Yeah, school's kind of been really bad for me lately. Um, let's get started. We have new characters. I say characters. These are real people, guys. I'm giving nicknames for privacy reasons. Let me get my list up because we've got so many new kids. I've run out of character remembrance room. Please paint. Okay, so let me get that there just in case. So we have a new kid, Shortcake, and a new kid, Catnip. And Catnip, kind of a bitch. Shortcake's technically been here a while, but I've just decided to give Shortcake their own name. Both boys, by the way, which kind of sucks on my end because we need some more girls. We need some more girls in my year group. Ah, inner lesbian monster. I'm pansexual. That's mean. I don't mean to say that. Sorry, guys. I would probably. Okay, so school's been really bad. I'm trying to figure out where I should get started. We've got year sixes now, so we'll have more characters being added soon, but they're not relevant enough to get named yet. Not yet. Year sixes. Oh, yeah. I think I'm only friends with one of the year sixes at the moment, so we'll get more as it goes on. But so far, school's been bad because so over the holiday, it got a little bit I had a bit too much water. Why is it tilting? I had a little bit too much water and I texted a boy. I don't think he saw the messages, but it's still embarrassing. Cause like, why am I texting a boy? Like, no, I did not need to text him. Like, what? But yeah, big dude's a bitch. Loud. So I think I came on here the other day and said that Loud had told me to die because I'm black and gay, which is correct. That did happen. But the school. So our camera system got fixed, right? They said it got fixed. Apparently, the camera system also only works 30% of the time. The cameras don't work. While he was saying these things to me, it was doing the 30% of the time when it wasn't working. Not suspicious at all, just wow, the cameras are specifically not working when a boy's being racist to you. That sucks. That sucks, doesn't it? I'm like, oh no, I guess he's gonna have to get away with it again. Looksy doopsy, oopsie doopsy, literally how they sounded, by the way. So that sucks. Me and Butterscotch have fell out like twice. This is not purple enough. So yeah, me and Butterscotch have fell out like twice over the last few weeks. Mostly on my end because I'm a bitch. Need the brighter pink. Let me see what the brighter pink looks like. Yeah, that'll work. I'm freestyling this, by the way. I'm just like kind of going with the flow and seeing where it takes me. So that happened. So I was told to die because I'm black and gay, which not kind of sucks. It really sucked, especially when I'm literally just at school to learn. And then I'm not gonna like go around and stop being mean about people, but like there's this girl who she's not relevant enough to get. There's like four girls in my school, but like there's this girl who's not relevant enough to get her own name that's been like stalking my social medias and my Snapchat and shit to then show the boys and then laugh at me. And it's like you're kind of sad because we're not friends, and it's not like I've got beef with her because I just generally think that at her big age of like what 16, she's stalking some random like kid's account because she's fucking sad. Like my Snapchat profile picture, my Snapchat Bitmoji thingy has got cat ears. Chat. I've not been on that app since last Christmas. Last Halloween. Like, I think I was dressed up as a cat and then I changed it, but I forgot to remove the cat ears and it was like a whole thing. And now I'm not logged into the account because it's fucking long as fuck. Yeah. Um, I'm trying to figure out what else has happened because it's not been. It's been wild, but you know that thing where the second you need to talk about it, it starts like you lose memory. Me right now, guys. So, oh yeah, so Turkey said the M word. No, 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 no. Nugget said the M word while I was at my project thing, and Turkey, Butterscotch, Marshmallow, and Gingerbread were all there to hear it. So, but the school have now like I don't know. He refused to admit to it, so he got like a 1 day internal upstairs for like 2 lessons, which is mad because what do you mean that you've been caught on camera saying the M word and the school are gonna do nothing about it. The school are going to do jack shit about it because obviously you're in the right somehow. Like you're being rage baited into saying a racial slur. Happens all the time. Feel his pain. Like literally do that all the time. What do you mean? I hate people here so much. And then one of the New Year's Sixes said the M word to the other little mixed race girl who is very friendly with me. She's like a really good, she's vibes. Because I'm the only other mixed female presenting person at the school. I don't have the heart to tell her I'm non-binary because I feel like that will break her little heart, and I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? The entire schedule school-wise has been messed up. So everything everything important, like all our lessons, they've double booked some people, overbooked some people. We've got exams coming up for the year 10s and 11s, like, or is it just the year? I think the 10s are doing their mocks, and then the year 11s might be doing their reals, but I don't know. I've decided I'm probably going to take Duke of Edinburgh for my GCSE and art, because those are like the only good lessons we have at this school. I don't know if you've noticed, but the fact my eyebrows can squidge into these little balls is not a good thing. And it happens all the time. All the time. All the time. Itchy face. Oh, my skin's about to scream at me. Me when my skin gives out because, oh, I was about to do something stupid. Let me just map so good. I've seen white people online doing their mouths like that. But obviously, my lips are a bit bigger than white people's, so. Yeah, because I can't put it up there because it won't work on me. I need to like map out the teeth. Sorry guys, I'm gonna go silent. Oh, and okay, so all the like we've been moved up a lunch period. Before we were with the youngers, but because we've got year sixes now, the year nines have to eat with the 10s and 11s, which kind of sucks. We ignore. And so I was sat at the lunch table today with the rest of year 9 and a year 11, I think. I don't know who he is. And no, he is a year 11. I forgot to ask him today actually. And the little year 6 girl, I don't know what to give her a nickname. We're just gonna call her Daffodil for now because that's not her official nickname though. Yeah. So Daffodil was sat there and the year 11 has an eyebrow slit and she goes, "You know what? Your eyebrow kind of looks like the Adidas logo." And I was like, "Oh." That got a few laughs and giggles. She's a vibey little vibey, you know what I mean? And then what's it called? Halfway through, she turns to me. She goes, "How old are you again?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm 14. I'm 14. Why?" People, if you guys don't know that, I am 14 currently. I was born December the 9th, 2011. Don't put your personal information up there online. Okay. Gives entire legal address name. You catch my drift, guys. So yeah, I'm turning 15 this year. It's a mad statement. I'm turning 16 next year. Watch me not be able to get this black. Okay, so I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm 14," and then as I'm going up to go put my plate away, she leans across the table and goes, "How old's he? How old's he?" And I look around, I'm like, "Who's she pointing at?" And I'm like, she's pointing at Big Dude. I thought she was pointing at Catnip for a second. Catnip's one of the new kids. And she goes, "How old are you?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's Big Dude." And I said, "Real name." And she goes, "How old are you?" And he goes, "I'm also 14." And that's the deal goes, "You two would be such a cute couple." And then Big Dude has the nerve to go, "I'm not hungry anymore. Suddenly I've lost my appetite." Dude, you're lucky I'm not eating, because I would have lost my appetite too, bro. You're not exactly the cutest fella in this block. Respectfully. Like, that sounds mean, but you're not all that. That's saying something coming from me. I only bag straight tens. I don't know how. This is what I do in my free time. I only bag straight tens. I say that a lie. No, I actually have only ever pulled straight tens, girls and boys. But since my typing girls is a lot easier than my typing boys. Because, respectfully, if a boy doesn't have, like, very certain things, he instantly doesn't become my type. And I know that sounds really mean, but I'm just very picky when it comes to men because I already don't like their personalities enough. Like, they kind of have a hot bod to make up for the lack of female, the lack of being a female. For legal reasons, that's kind of a joke. I need to get that whiter. It's like some canines. Oh my gosh, I'm getting braces, guys. I went to the dentist on Tuesday, and I was like, "My teeth hurt, my teeth hurt really bad." And they were like, "You grind your teeth in your sleep, fam." And then they poked me a lot and was like, "And you need braces because you're chopped as fuck, fam." And I was like, "No, please, no braces, no. About to turn 16 next year. Please, no braces. Want to be pretty." Keep in mind, I think people with braces are hot. But like, in the moment, I was like, "No," because I kind of wasn't processing what he was saying. But people with braces, my first love had braces. Yeah, I keep making jokes about my first love, guys. Bro was not my first love. Bro wasn't really like a love. It was more of a like, I was getting beaten at home, and he was like, had a dead parent that had recently died. Kind of a coping mechanism. Also, we're the only black kids in our primary school, so yeah. That's when I developed mixed men suck. No, I'm joking. They kind of are Bob, so community deck always, always. Yeah, like I think I like. You know, people say you can't have like a race preference. I don't think I have a race preference because people that like if you obviously if your like preference excludes a whole race, that is mad. That's a mad thing. Like what? How does your preference exclude a whole race? That needs to stop there. Like I don't think I can name one race I wouldn't date. That's like probably bot behavior, but I'm not really. I think all races are beautiful. I've never dated an Asian person, but that's not like a racism thing. That's like a I don't think there are many Asian people I've met. Like so I live. Why would I say that? I'm UK-ish, like Britain or whatever. I'm British. I don't know if anyone. I don't know if you guys know, but like, I'm British. So we have. I've like I've seen a few Asians around here, but I don't think I've ever like. Oh no, I went to school with a few in primary school, but I've not been to diverse schools in a while. Like I don't really, I don't really think I've seen that many in my like special schools. I don't think I've seen one in my special schools, which says a lot. I normally the like if this sounds mean, I don't mean it to, but like the the average person at a pupils referral unit or a send school or a literally any special needs schools is a white anger issue riddled teenage boy. And before anyone says you can't say that, I actually can because I've been to 4 different schools. I think I can list very well that the diversity in these places suck. So if you're a person of color and you're trying to do bad at school, fam, don't, because you're gonna get put in the least diverse racist spot ever. And then Butterscotch was pretty chill. We watched the uh the Amazing Digital Circus on the way to school the other day, like on the way to like our activity thing. It was pretty good, but like it didn't turn out well because then we went home and it was like, oh, he said the N word, they said the N word. I was like, oh, well, there goes one of my favourite shows. I'm gonna crash out because my eyebrows are clearly not glued down. There we go. My glue! Fuck's sake. Oh, something's itchy. It's my eyebrows. I'm like, something on my face is itchy, but I can't recognise what it is until I start scratching. See? This is way better. If anyone asked do I do my eyebrows, probably. But I like drawing mine on. They look cute that way. They just need to be unappearable on camera. Oh, we've got so 2 of the New Year 6s are actually people of colour. They're black, but like diversity, guys. Yeah, I'm not over the yes Daffodil saying like that's. I think Daffodil's gonna have to be her official name because I'm not gonna find out another one. I'll see. Daffodil, yeah, I think Daffodil's gonna have to be like. She's such a vibe, but the comment about me dating that kid was really annoying. And then you know what's weird today? Um, I was chilling with Butterscotch like in a little corner because we can't be. Like why wouldn't we be? I was just in a corner with Butterscotch like vibing, and out of nowhere, uh, fucking freaking Catnip comes and sits with us, and you know some people were like, why are you with us? Because I know it sounds mean, but it's like people don't really talk to me at school or Butterscotch, like, and if they do, they're shouting slurs normally. So it's like I was like, oh, new person to talk to. At level unlocked, I'm less of a freak, I guess. And Catnip stands me, I think, a little. I think he was looking for Big Dude and couldn't find him, so he was like, I guess he was the most interesting things in the proximity. Like, not that many people try to talk to us, so I was just like, this is cool. You know what I mean? It was, in fact, rather cool. We had a nice, interesting conversation about if butterscotch likes it up the bum or in the mouth. And I sat there and I was like, okay, this is an interesting conversation. And then he, like, I don't know. We didn't talk about, it was more of a thing where I told him he can't call trans people something. It wasn't the slur, but I think it's the thing they call them in Thailand. And I was like, no, I don't think you can say that here. And then he kind of like fucked off at some point, but it was interesting to talk to him. Like, just because, you know, for it's like, if you don't talk to someone ever, you don't really know. Like, I find things very interesting, so I think, I don't know how to explain it. Whenever you talk to new people, it really interests me. So him, like, coming to talk to us was very, like, surprising. I'm just gonna do my eyes quick, and then I'll just continue talking. I just kind of got to lock in for this part, which is very important I get this right. I haven't seen people doing this on TikTok, the like eye thing I'm doing, but I've been really into Grwm makeup lately. Like the whole aesthetic, the whole vibe, so that's why I'm titling this a Get Ready With Me, because I'm getting ready to be a Cheshire Cat. My mum's coming in, guys.
Hi guys, it's just me. Have you got anything I can put on these spots?
For free?
Yeah, well,
Nah. What are you doing in it?
weird.
How am I weird? Okay, so... Okay, so, I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, me. Oh, fuck! Yeah, okay, so me and Butterscotch have been chilling. We've been vibing. We've been vibing, honestly, vibing, in my opinion. Uh, Homo hasn't been in. I think. Oh, yeah, Loud got suspended, but not for being racist, for whipping out his vape in front of a teacher. And he's just not come back in since the suspension. So that's like kind of a vibe for me, because I prefer when he doesn't come in. You know what I mean? I think Big Dude's beefing me, but it's kind of one-sided, because he said the M word in front of me, not the other way around. Like, I've not, I think he's more upset that I snitched, but he snitched from me telling him to, keep himself safe. So, like, why do you expect it not to go two ways and you're saying racial slurs? If you really like to know why he went that way, what way? That way. I'm probably gonna make my eyelashes bare long. Let me cut that part out. If I don't know what else I'm doing here, I just like to, like, black it out at the top. So it kind of looks like the eyes finished. See, it's hard to do right, but you kind of gotta get it really thick. See? I don't, I don't know what it looks like on camera, but I'm hoping it looks as good as it does in person. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I don't like when my mum calls me weird. It makes me very uncomfortable. Let's get some lashes in here. No one else I'm picking my lashes. I'm a lazy bitch and can't be afforded to. Well, I can afford new lashes. I'm just lazy.
Go on then.
Who are you letting into my room? Stitchy? Stitchy! Come here.
Good girl.
Oh my gosh, my cat. Oh, she made me fuck up my lashes. We're gonna ignore that. You know what? Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Good night. Good night. Can I kiss? Can I kiss? She's like, I'm not touching you. You look disgusting, fam. Guys, stick to the roadman at heart. People ask me all the time, like, why do you give like animals like roadman voices? And I'm like, can you prove my cat's not a roadman? Can you actually prove my cat's not a roadman? No. Do I look cringe? I look cringe. I love looking cringe. It's like, I don't love being different. No, but I enjoy expressing myself through makeup. Okay, time to get some nice. That shit is off center, but we ignore because I can fix it. Need one big one. Can I fix this so it's straight? Not really. Oh, on Monday we went to archery, and this whole time, so Loud sadly was in, and I had to deal with him like while I was trying to shoot the bow. He was like, because me and Butterscotch went up at the same time. He was like, "They're gonna shoot it bent," and I was like, "You're not funny." But I didn't say anything. I'm thinking. I actually signed a contract with a teacher that said that if I do very good, they will get me a green yoga mat. So for 2 weeks, I have to be like best behavior for 2 weeks. So I'm kind of working on that right now. But like when my 2 weeks period is up, I'm gonna have to. That beef is not gonna die down. Cause you know what really upsets me? It's the fact they won't admit to being racist, and then it makes me lose credibility. And it's like, but you said it. I've never said something that I'm scared to own up to. In my opinion, I think it makes you a pussy. If you can't even admit to what you're saying, then you're a pussy. And that might be a controversial take, but you are just a pussy. Like, imagine. I've never said something that I won't immediately admit to if confronted with evidence. Not even if confronted with evidence. If someone asked me, oh, did you say this to this kid? Yeah. And I meant it. Like, I was being mean to a kid online from my school. I wasn't being mean, he started it. But, you know. And they were like, Kitty, did you say this to this poor, unlovely boy? And I was like, yeah, I fucking hate him. Not in that voice, but I like to, like, you know, like, be different. Why would I do purple? Why would I do purple? Wait. Trying to figure out if this is done or not. This is a really quick makeup look. Pink is not my secret skin colour. What's it? Unnatural skin tone. Pink is not mine. I think mine's between green and blue. I look so pretty blue. But I also really like how let's contour my nose. Like, I really like how I look. I really like how I look blue and green. But I my personal favourite is green. But obviously I think I look better blue. You gotta do this lightly or it really ruins the look. See here? Because that's like brownish. Kind of gotta. Let's shade that. No, we need like one more pop. We need a few more stripes. I think that's the issue. Okay, so I can calm down now and actually talk about what's been going on. Okay, guys. So school has kind of sucked, like bad. I don't like it, and my mental health's been kind of like shit. But I made brownies this Tuesday, and I really like my tutor. And I don't mind the boys in my class, but they get a bit much at times. But I don't mind them, you know what I mean? Like, I don't mind the boys in my class, but it's just at times they're a bit all over the place, and it's really hard to stay focused when they're doing all of that. But the teachers can be good at times. Let me go in the scholar. And sometimes I think things get a little bit out of hand, a little bit too fast. Example, Turkey has, like, so we were sat in art, and I was like, so how come all of you guys are friends with Nugget then, if you're claiming he said the N-word? And they all go, well, no, not they all go. Marshmallow goes, well, it'd be a bit hypocritical since we've all said the N-word once in our lives. And I'm sat there and I'm like, I don't say the N-word. I don't say the N-word. They're like, yeah, but, it's different. It's different because you can say it. And I'm like, no, but it's not. Because I don't think it's okay to say. Like, I don't think other slurs are okay to say, like the F slur, or the T slur, or the B slur, or the C slur. I don't think these things are things we should be saying, but people still say it. And obviously, I don't think people at school like me very much, because I don't like it when they say mean things. And it kind of just hurts, because you know the thing where it's like, I've never been in a community before, and this school is supposed to be my forever school. And it's like, I don't think it's gonna be my forever school, because the people there don't, they've told me to be, it's like, the people there don't like me. So, I don't want to stay somewhere where I'm very clearly unwanted. And I don't want to be their diversity target, because they keep using me as this little, like, oh yeah, look, we have a black queer student at the school. And it's like, yeah, but you don't need to be doing that. Like, the teachers will be like, I got your pronouns right. I'm like, well done, but it's not that impressive, because I can switch pronouns like that for people. And I get it's not even something you have to train. It's not that hard to do. And it confuses me, because it's like, why when I trying my hardest to do good in lessons, you're congratulating yourself for doing these things. And I think life at home isn't doing any better, because my parents are currently fighting a custody battle for me. And it just really hurts knowing all of this is going on, and I don't really have a place to escape it. And I've got water sports next term, and I'm currently 57 kg, but I look like I'm 83 kg. And at school, I tell people I weigh a lot more than I do, because I get scared if I tell them my real weight, they'll make fun of me. And I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to do water sports if I'm ugly. And no one's made comments about my weight at the school, but I think if I do water sports, they will. And I don't want people to do that. And I don't know how to explain it, because it's like, even if no one's made comments, yeah, it's like, I can't, like, break the thought from my mind, because, like, in year 6, it was so bad for me. It was so bad. It was so bad. I can't, even over the last few years, I've always had the fat comments, and it's like, I really just need to lock in. Like, I really need gym membership, I just need to lock the fuck in. And it's like, but what? Because, yeah. That video got dark first. Yeah, so I'm probably going to start I don't know if you guys will get annoyed if my videos are scripted, but I'm probably going to start writing things down so I don't forget them about school. Let me do a quick recall. Oh, I complimented a year 10's hair, right? He got it permed or something. I complimented a year 10's hair. And I was like, oh, your hair looks really... So I was like, saying his name like over and over again, because I was trying to get his attention so I can compliment his hair. And he goes, what? And I goes, oh, I just want to say your hair looks really nice. And he goes, oh, really? And I was like, yeah. And then the other year 10's like, I don't know. I was going to my tutor room, right? And I'm not saying this in a bad way. Like, I found it really funny when they did it, because it's like, I don't like it when people say my name at school, and I especially don't like this specific group of people because they scare me. They don't really scare me, but it's like they can be harsh, and I don't like it. So I was walking to my tutor room. Love my tutor. I'm gonna have to find a nickname for her because she's the best. But love my tutor, the best ever. I think. Wait. Yeah, over the past 4 schools, this one is the best. The best tutor was. And I'm going and they're saying my name and I'm like, why are they saying my name? So I'm trying to rush into the car, like, I don't want to say hi. And as I close the door, I hear one of them saying, just wanted to like ask you a question as well. So I've opened the door and I'm like peering out, and they're complaining. They're like, oh, bro, she's gone in there complaining. She has gone in there complaining, by the way. A few of my classmates, I do correct my classmates if they use the wrong pronouns now. I go, hey, they. Like, Fraser, like, Turkey was going, oh yeah, you're like the only female in the school though. You're like, we have a female in our class, blah blah blah. And I was like, you want to keep going? And he kept going. And then I was like, Turkey, do you want to keep going? He was like, shit, they, thou. Because they can't really do the whole they, them thing. So sometimes I'll get thou, art thou. Thoueth is trying to leave the classroom. And I'm like, you're trying. Anything but she. I don't mind. Anything but she, basically. Like, I can do... Like, a teacher asked me today... I'll get back to that story in a second. Teacher asked me today, would you be offended if someone called you a man? I was like, no. And I was like, you wouldn't be a little bit offended? No. I probably wouldn't give a fuck, because it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Like, why would I be offended? I don't really believe in the concept of gender, though, so... I do, but I don't. I don't know how to explain that. I'll do a whole video on my opinions at some point, because I need to really go into depth. But, yeah, so as I walked out, the dude goes, so you think blank's hair looks nice? I was like, yeah, I think it looks pretty good. He goes, you think blank's hair looks bare sexy and that in it? And I'm staring at him, and I'm like, pardon? And they start laughing, and I go back into class, and I'm like, turn to Butterscotch and my tutor, and I'm like, they just asked me if I think blank's hair looks sexy in it. And I was like, okay. I'm not even going to do this. Then we were in the mugger this morning, me, Daffodil, and Strawberry. Strawberry's being mentioned. Rare occurrence. Strawberry's, I'm always with Strawberry. Strawberry just like, oh yeah, I've got one thing about Strawberry before I go, actually. So me, Daffodil, Strawberry, passing the ball. I'm vibing because Daffodil's a little vibe. I'll do a little story time with Daffodil in a sec because we were together all day today. And the 2 year 10s, 2 same year 10s, they need nicknames. Bro. I'm sorry. Me when I realise everyone needs nicknames. Shit, bro. So they'll get nicknames at some point this year. So I'm there, and the 2 year 10 boys, one of them is the one that asked me if I thought Blank's hair looked sexy in that. Blank is not there. The other dude that was with him is there too. He's like Butterscotch's best friend of 10 years. They're not, but he made a joke. He didn't even make a joke. He said once, nah, I've known like Butterscotch for like 4 years and that, innit? Like, and I was stood there and I was like, I turned to Butterscotch and I was like, that's your best friend of like 5 years. And now every time we see him, because I don't actually know his name, I say, Butterscotch, that's your best friend of 5 years. And he's like, yeah. But my best friend of 25 years, bro. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's explaining inside jokes that you guys won't get because you weren't there. Me and Butterscotch are vibe. We've got so many inside jokes. That, and we sing Hasbin Hotel songs, and we sing a lot. Me and Butterscotch sing a lot. I've got another story for that. Oh my gosh, I need to take a second. So I'm with what's its name? The 2 boys, Strawberry, Daffodil. I'm passing the ball with Strawberry, and then I say, oh, you want to join in, Daffodil? Pass the ball to Daffodil because she just joined us in the mugger. Keep in mind, I'm drinking 2,000 calories worth of cranberry juice right now. Regret. You will never regret not eating, but you will always regret eating, is what I saw on TikTok, and I was like, yeah, vibe. But, so we're vibing. Then they say pass, I say no. Then they take the ball off us, and then we basically were just playing possession for like the morning, and then I get really out of breath, but it's like, yeah, that's fun. I've never played possession before in my life. So I was like, yeah, love playing possession. love possession. Like, I don't know, the game seemed really chill. It's really fun as well. And there were 3 of us and 2 of them, but one of us was year 6 and 2 of us were year 9s and they're 2 year 10s. And it's like, it was fun. It was fun. Enjoyed it. I mean, I've never really spoken to them, you know what I mean? Like, I've never talked to these boys, never really hung out with them. So it was a really nice experience. I like talking to new people. Especially because in my opinion, I mask depending on who I'm with. So when I'm with a bunch of autistic people, I'm autistic by the way. When I'm with, like, the boys in my class that act, when they get heightened, they act a lot, I will act like that. So when I'm with pretty chill people, I can act pretty chill. I basically don't have my own personality and I just do whatever I'm doing, whatever else is doing. So that happens and then, get water. Yep, and then me and Daffodil spend 3rd or 4th period. Third. We spent 3rd period together in one of the teacher's office because she didn't want to go to her lesson and I was like, you gotta go to your lesson. And then we went and did our work in an office together because she didn't want to go to her lesson, I didn't want to go to my lesson. And I was doing my BTECs and life skills or some shit. So I was doing that. Oh yeah, and then Strawberry knocked my point sheet out of my... I'll explain the point sheet after this, and then I'm gonna go because I need to go to the toilet. But Strawberry knocked my point sheet out of my hand. I got started, and I was like, "You just knocked my point sheet out of my hand." Then she turns around and starts getting in my face. Come on, we're friends, but I'm still like, to this time, I'm like, what? This was like 2 hours ago. She starts getting in my face. I'm like, you know, the thing is, like, she's taller than me, but it's the thing where it's like, I had to stop myself because I was about to. You know, the thing where it's like, then someone runs up on you and it kind of you switch, and I wasn't gonna do anything, but like, in that moment, I was like, what if I just rag you by your hair right now and start stomping you? And I didn't, obviously, but it was like, get the fuck out my face. And she starts screaming at me, do something. I might do something, and then big dude's wannabe main character ass comes out of nowhere and goes, "The girls in this school fucking suck. You guys are so fucking loud. What if I 2-point you in the face or something?" I was like, what? Then he's like, shut the fuck up. I was like, you shut the fuck up. He's like, what? Nah, make me then do something. I was like, what is wrong with you? Okay, now, final explanation. We get point sheets, right? Every day, every morning, we get point sheets. And you can use your points to buy stuff in the C-Bucks shop, because the points turn into C-Bucks, I think. So every point equals a C-Buck, but then every C-Buck does not equal a point. So you can get 50 points in a day, but you can also get extra points. So, how do they break this down? There are 10 things you can do for 5 points. So yeah, there are 10 things you can do for 5 points for in the day. And you get marked on lessons of like language, movement, all that. You get marked on a bunch of things. And then if you've done good doing those things in the lesson, you get your 5 points. And out the day you collect points and then you hand it in, which you get 5 points for. But if you've done extra good, they can add extra points to the bottom of your point sheet, which then get turned into more C-Bucks. So C-Bucks is something we can spend in the shop, but it does not lower our amount of points, I think so. I think that's correct. It does not change your amount of points. So you need the top 15 people with the highest points will get to go on reward trips. And the 10 follow-uppers is getting like a pizza party. And it's pretty chill, but I don't know how to explain the point sheets, but like you basically get points for being good in lesson. Reward stuff, and then you can get rewards with that. Points equals rewards. Oh, I've painted half my septum piercing pink. Oh my gosh. That's gonna be hell to clean. Okay, so I love you guys so much. I hope you're all having very nice days. I am currently sick. I've been sick for a while. Oh, yeah. So, I don't know if I'll be posting anytime soon. I hope you love the makeup look. This is my first time doing my neck. This will probably be the last time I'm doing my neck. And I'm hoping next time I do one of these videos, I'm doing SFX, because I haven't done SFX this year. So, love you guys.